Garden Mayhem, a peaceful game on a peaceful day. Who would have thought that a game made to motivate each other to eat vegetable could feel so nostalgic? It is not just the gameplay, the background music also brings back a very nostalgic vibe from your childhood game. The enemies in this event are no jokes, especially when rainy nights come. So don't just rely on your operative attacks, instead you can fully depend on the vegetable to protect each other's house from the enemy's invasion. In order to easily beat this game, all you need is to build a strong army of vegetable. And in order to build that army, you will need a sustainable economic growth. Therefore, the first step you need to do is to building up your economy and saving a lot of spicy energy. Always start your battle by planting this rookie pepper as much as you can before the enemy spawn. When the enemy spawn, plant 1 pumpkins on their track to stop them from advancing so you can focus on growing your money. If there are 2 enemy spawns at the same time, always defeat one of them first so your pumpkin plants can last longer. If you have Enya Tempest or Series Kasana, I would recommend planting pumpkins in the corner so you can plant offensive vegetable on the opposite tiles later. You can also planting pumpkins plant while collecting spicy energy because pumpkin has a long cooldown. Additionally, after the pumpkin's about to rip off, you can upgrade it to fully recover its HP while making it tougher. After you collect a lot of spicy energy, that is when you can replace the rookie peppers with offensive plan based on your strategy. Every rank attacker plan have a fan-shaped rank. Meanwhile, for the short rank or melee attacker plan have a very small fan-shaped rank that only reach 1 tile ahead. So if the enemy is 2 tiles away, they will be safe. But if the enemy is attacking the plane in these surrounding tiles, then the short rank attacker plane will strike. However, for broccoli planes is a little bit different because it can slowly rotate itself to attack enemies on its left or right tiles. My recommended plant position is pumpkin in the front line, 2 broccoli plant here so they can punch every air and ground enemy that are taking pumpkin in this tile. The rest tile you can use it to plant flamethrower because although this plant has a short attack range, they are the cheapest and most effective plants against multiple mobs and enemies carrying shield. Then, on the middle row you can plant corn shooter, while in this row plant carrot gunner for AoE rank attacker and aerial defender. The last row can remain as fury peppers, or maybe you can change them to rank offensive plants once you are very rich. That is the basic strategy you can do. Of course, you can go for the overkill way by planting all tiles with carrot gunner, but come on, at least have some mercy. Don't forget that you can also upgrade the vegetable power from here to make them stronger, tougher, cheaper, and reduce their planting cooldown. Additionally, when in battle, you can also gain this coin to upgrade your vegetable abilities by using this device, like their attack, HP, planting cooldown, spicy consumption, increase your spicy production speed, and etc. But what you shouldn't miss the most is the upgrade for each plant's unique ability. For example, this one I like the most because it allows frostbite corn to inflict freeze on each enemy with the first hit. There are plenty and useful skill upgrade for every plant, so if you plant the specific vegetable on the lawn, make sure to unlock their unique skill too. Final tips are about the operative you want to bring in your squad. The operative I highly recommend are those who has crowd control skill, such as Rifle Wild Hunt can apply freeze effect, Richard's the Cup support skill can apply stun, Vidya Agave, Vidya Celestial Swan, and Chensing's Jet can inflict knockback, or even the operative that can take the enemy for a walk like Series Kasana and Enya Tempest. Bringing AoE healer operative like 4-star Yao or Ether the Cup will also useful to heal the pumpkin's HP. Although they can only heal a small amount of HP over time, sometimes the pumpkin can regain full health during the long breaks in enemies' attack, allowing them to survive the final wave that full of elite enemy. Next is Bluff or Blast, a chill and enjoyable card game that perfectly matches the cozy vibe of this bar room. There is no need to stress out when playing it because there is more than one way to win this game. Of course, the most normal way to play Bluff or Blast is by looking at the available card on your hand, then calculate the probability to guess the card that they play on the table is Bluff or True. But there is another exciting way to play this card game, which is to find out each girl's habit. After observing some of the girls' patterns while playing this game, I have noticed that they often show certain expressions or say specific lines when they are bluffing. Additionally, they also display other unique traits that you might also notice. For example, Nerida is an honest person who doesn't like to bluff, so don't you dare to challenge her card because most of the time, it will be true. She also strongly against bluffing, so make sure don't you try to bluff when playing with her because there is a very high chance she will challenge you after you play any card. Therefore, the easiest way to beat her is to avoid challenge her card, always playing matching one, and let her challenge you. She will be losing in no time. While the second player I like to talk about is Boo Boo. After playing many rounds with her, I have noticed that she seems to have a magical hand. Somehow, her chance of picking the special drink when she loses is very high, that cause her often get eliminated even in the first loss. However, Boo Boo is a little tricky when it comes to bluffing. It is hard to tell if she is bluffing or not from her expression or what she says. Based on the result of 100 games I have played with Boo Boo, her expression and things she says didn't show any consistent pattern that indicates she is bluffing. So the safest strategy is to play defensive way and let her lose naturally, since she will be eliminated in the first loss most of the time. I also have records for Katia and Tess, where a certain behavior shows a clear bluffing pattern. For Katia, it is when she looks confused and says,
考えちゃうわね。へえ、目当ては私だったのね。飲んだ後の反応が気になるの？
While for Tess, it is when she starts sweating and says,
マジックでカードを全部消そうかな。
Then what about the rest of the operative? Well, that is for you to figure it out. It wouldn't be a game if I spoil all the fun, isn't it? But still, maybe I was bluffing all along. So make sure to always keep an eye on your card, because that is the most reliable way to know how many matching cards are left in the deck and might end up in someone else's hand. If you are holding most of the matching cards, then it is a clear sign that someone out there is bluffing. When playing in 4-player mode, you can also spice things up by chatting during the game, which might increase the chance of someone challenging you for bluffing.
天使の名にかけて、そのカードを見せてくれる？ここからは私の番だね。天使の名にかけて、そのカードを見せてくれる？
Additionally, in Mystery Royale gameplay, make sure to use the available buff in each round to increase your chance of winning. Always pay attention to the buff that marked with this icon because they can be just as deadly for you if you don't take advantage of it. The most dangerous conditional effect is this one. If it appears, make sure someone else who isn't you get punished. Yup, I think these are the introduction and tips for both of these game modes. Thank you for watching, see you next time, cheers!